So you're here, I'm here, Noble might be here, and we're here early so we can do a show early.
Mm.
And there's a TWAB just dropped. Like it says 4 hours ago. So
Yeah. Moments ago. I mean, we're here. Is Bungie here? That's kind of debatable. It's not really sure. I
They
mean, they
tweeted that they were here, and
they did say the
sort of here.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said the words that we asked to be said, and I think we need to talk about it.
Yeah. So I mean, if you have your finger on the pulse, you already know what's happening. But yeah, it's
But if not, we're here with our show, and we're going to roll titles.
Welcome to the Two Titans and a Hunter Destiny 2 podcast, a show dedicated to bringing you the latest intel, the mightiest news, and the boldest opinions from the farthest reaches of the Sol system. Whether you're a bright-eyed new guardian, fresh from the Cosmodrome, or a battle-hardened veteran of the Red War, this is your Destiny destination. We'll arm you with tips, tricks, and tower-worthy tools to help you triumph, thrive, and revel in the glory of the fight. So without further ado, let's get on with the show.
Yeah, and now we've titled.
We titled.
And I think just for fun, we're gonna play another game and say, thank our lovely patrons at the top of the show this week, because I felt a little bad. I felt a little bad because, like, as we were recording, because I do check the Patreon because we love our patrons, our lovely, wonderful people who go there, patreon.com/TTH and put up with us every week. And I was like, nope, we're good. There's no updates, no changes. We're good. And then Bacon Cheeseburger with many new lovely vowels missing joined like as soon as we finished. It's like as soon as we were done, I'm like, were you just waiting? Were you just like, hiding in the Discord somewhere watching us hot
double shout out for this week then. So that's what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Bacon Cheeseburger, thank you for joining us. And our lovely other grenade throwers. He's probably just another fan of Noble, or maybe it's the man Conan from Texas, or maybe it's Feral or Golden God 1562. He just wants to get in there and throw grenades with everyone else. He's just excited to be a grenade thrower. And of course, Renard Callant, who we keep threatening with cats, or maybe he's threatening us with cats. He's going to be very disappointed because we talked about cats this week, and he might try to turn up Saturday morning and there'll be no cat chat. But maybe one of these weeks we'll just have to let him have carte blanche to do his 90-minute cat review of all things Destiny and feline. Because let's be honest, that may be all there is until June. There's we're scraping the barrel now, and the scraping will just continue. But thank you to all of our lovely patrons who have gone to patreon.com/TTH and said we appreciate what you do. Because again, we are here until the very end, which I am not thinking is soon. Things are not doom and gloom. The game is not ending. It is not over. We are not fully cooked. We're maybe a little warm. We're maybe a little sizzly, little warm around the edges.
We've been here before. We've been here before. There have been many lulls in Destiny, and I feel like we were saying last week that we're now embodying to be a proper Destiny podcast in the sense that we're actually TWAB reading on TWAB day. Whether the TWAB podcast day stuff comes out the next day or even the next day, or it may just come out on the regular day. Just that we're now kind of like all those other official ones that went before us used to do it on the Thursday. We're now doing it on Thursday night. So
for us,
look at us doing semi-professional things.
Yeah, it'll come out when it comes out, and you'll know about it then.
I did see a little bit of a spat going on our YouTube channel. Some people are really rooting for Noble, and some of them are rooting for Renard. So we've got none of them this week. Yeah, but they want the Renard, they want the Noble. We asked the Noble because Noble was around, and Noble's disappeared at the moment, so he may appear.
Yeah, maybe he'll be back. Maybe he won't. There's really no way to tell. There's no way to hurt the cats, as if by magic.
Until now.
You speak his name and he appears.
Just like Joe Hendry. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Win Noble. Nothing. Silence is golden.
He doesn't properly appear. He doesn't properly believe in us.
He does.
Hold
There
on.
is.
Hold on. If I unmute the microphone, it works better.
That does work.
I
We
even
are
did the
not
clap when you
professional
finished.
anything.
I did the clap when you finished singing and everything. No, you got none of it.
Bless you.
And nobody will ever know either way. It'll just,
I was
it'll
just
be a mystery.
Just saying to Peroty that you have your fan club on YouTube, and now so does Renard Collin, because there seems to be a little bit of like, we want Noble, we want Renard. So we've given the listeners and the viewers half of what they want this week with a little bit of Noble.
Don't forget to smash that like button just for me.
So shall we just dive in with, this week in Destiny, because the stuff that they tweeted out yesterday is literally what I said yesterday when they tweeted out what was going to happen. Is like, copy and paste that and stick that into This Week in Destiny, because we'll just go with that.
Yeah, they added lots of pretty pictures as well.
Oh, okay.
I think to be fair, we said it was going to be that. It was going to be, whatever chapter of the new player guide they wrote, and then known issues, which may or may not be the same known issues as we've had the last few weeks, but that's what we're going to see. And and then a whole load of pictures, because that's a thing that happened that we all collectively forgot about again.
The tweet that they put out is literally a copy and pasted into This Week in Destiny, isn't it? I'm not getting that wrong. There wasn't anything extra in that tweet, was there? Because I'm looking for it now just to double check.
Yeah,
but it wasn't under.
They
Was
just
it
say
under
right
a
at the
Bungie
top.
tweet? Oh, it was.
It was from Destiny the game.
Ah, yes.
It's almost as if they have a Destiny 2 team account that they have lost the password to, and just simply don't remember that exists. Because, Dylan, buddy, DMG, if you're going to continue to talk about the game, you're going to continue to have to deal with all the morons and all the hatred and all the crap that people are going to throw your way. We have a Destiny 2 account to be used to direct the morons over there, so you can close that tab and walk away. Just put this fire with the rest of the fire and walk away.
The weirder thing is, is they stopped posting on the Destiny 2 account when DMG left.
Yeah.
But if you remember, when DMG came back, the Destiny 2 account started working again, as if DMG had the password for it and nobody else knew what it was.
And the same with the rotation things on the Friday. You'd get what's happening next week ahead of the time before he left, and then he left, and it all disappeared. But when he came back, it never came back, and I'm like, damn it.
He was the only one who knew how. Yeah, the Destiny 2 account has posted nothing since February 10th. And that was just, hey, the patch notes are out for the thing. Like, if you is this not at least somewhat automated? Do we not have the passwords anymore, guys? Like,
nope.
Like, this poor guy should not be the face of all of this. Like, we have resources. You are a company. We used to live in a society. Why are we doing this to ourselves? But from the Destiny 2 team account, or from the Destiny the game account, which it's like, how many people are really, other than us who have try to play the game of where are they going to post what this week? Like, that just felt like a weird place to put it.
Yeah, like, surely it would have been better just to go with the TWAB, because it would have made more sense of like a lot more people see that, or that this part of the information gets passed on a lot more these days, with like, especially with people like Astrocross that are still kind of following it, and Fallout who kind of read them out, and us obviously. But it's like, this would be the main place. But you can't have a Destiny game without some Destiny drama, and we have got some. I say it's good news. I don't know about you guys, but we could probably discuss that in a second. But I'll just read you what was in their tweet and at the beginning of This Week in Destiny. So our next major update for Destiny 2 Shadow and Order is undergoing large revisions and will be delayed. So this update is being changed and expanded to include sizable quality of life updates. As a result, it will also be renamed. This update will now launch on June 9th. Very close to my wife's birthday. Thank you. I hate you. We will provide exact details closer to release, covering previously announced weapon tiered upgrading, but also additions like expanding tiered gear to all raids and dungeon activities. Pantheon 2.0, which you forgot about, that's coming as well. TFI stats for exotic armor and more. So through June, we will continue to have routine bug fixes and stability improvements, continued portal modifiers, Guardian Games, which is due in March, and then the return of the more frequent Iron Banner cadence in April. April. In terms of communications, we'll be focusing on providing you with updates about our live game content, community activations, and general upkeep through the Twids and our Destiny social channels. Thank you for your continued patience and support. We will have more information on our next major update and future plans for Destiny closer to launch. How are we feeling? I'm feeling relieved that they've said something. And yes, it's a long kind of time period, but we do know from kind of experience that once we've had these longer time periods of like them doing more work on the game, and like we said last week with Marathon then being out of the gate and probably not needing that many teams working on it, that they can come back and refocus on Destiny. It's a good thing to give Bungie a bit more time, and they've had a proven record when delays have happened, like the Witch Queen. It was phenomenal when it came out the gate. So I see this as a good thing, even though we are going to be in some kind of drought as content, but they've promised, things that are going to be happening, and they mentioned Iron Banner.
Boo! I don't mind. I don't mind waiting longer. I'm never going to care about waiting longer because, as you said, they've got a proven track record with making us wait.
Yeah.
They made us wait for Forsaken. They made us wait for Witch Queen. It's nothing new for them to make us wait. But what would be new if they made us wait ages and it was absolutely terrible out the gate? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I personally, I don't mind, and it's going to give me a chance to play catch up and actually get some gear, etc. That is going to be, helpful to me.
Yeah.
So another reason I don't mind, because I'm completely selfish, and give me that chance to play catch up.
But it's nice just to know that there are things that are going to be coming, and we know that it's going to continue. The game's going to continue, and it's going to be something better, hopefully, down the line.
Yeah,
and I think it's that thing of them not saying anything, and then I know we're 2 weeks away from what it should have been released, and I feel that they should have said sooner, because it doesn't hurt to say it sooner, Bungie. It really doesn't. The more information that you can give us ahead of time to say, look, we're looking at this possible time that we may need to put some more work into it. We're going to be looking at maybe possibly the end of April, May, but we will give you an update as we get closer, and then come out and say now June. I think people would understand, as we've always understood. And we appreciate you kind of taking the time and the effort. And again, like I said, I think it's going to be telling if those teams come back from Marathon to work on this and really put out a really good update for us to play with.
Yeah, it's really just sort of a confirmation of everything we already know and suspected. It's like we're weeks away, and we've gotten, normally we'd be at least boarding the hype train, or the hype train would have left the station by now. And just to have there be nothing at all from anyone anywhere, it's like, obviously this is getting delayed. Obviously, you're not going to try to manage the launch of the first game you've launched in a decade, practically, and something else going on. No, I'm sure, I was talking to Noble a little bit before this. Basically, I'm sure there was a conversation somewhere going, there is no way, in Sony and Bungie land going, there's no way you're going to do anything with Bungie or with Destiny the week Marathon comes out. Marathon needs your full attention. Marathon needs to be a success. If anything, it's a new game launch. No new game launch is smooth. When the servers go live and everyone hits it and everyone starts playing and hopefully having a good time with it, all of your attention needs to be on Marathon. So there was no way, unless it was, this isn't a small patch, a little tiny update they're putting out. There was no way we were getting anything. And it's like, it's nice of them to finally come out and say it, but it's like, why, what in here are words you couldn't have told us 2 weeks ago, a month ago, like, other than wordsmithing this right and maybe confirming, oh, hey, Iron Banner is eventually coming back in April, maybe, hopefully, which I'm still kind of feel like I'll believe it when I see it. Like, there's nothing of substance here. So why it took so long to tell us what we all already knew, and that there's stuff coming, and this is, if we delay this to the point of the next update coming out, yes, it's going to push that one back, and we're going to expand those maybe, or maybe that Shattered Cipher, whatever the next one was called, is going to be rolled into this, or maybe we're going to scrap part of it, or who knows? Because there's no concrete information here other than, yes, the event that's going to happen is going to happen. It's going to launch Buggy and be weird. Iron Banner, we're going to remember exists. Oh yeah, and Pantheon that everyone assumed was coming back a while ago and had been data mined. Yes, that's happening. Great. Like I sort of echo the feeling of, why did it take so long to tell us the barest bones information?
Yeah,
because what they had to do is they had to wait for people to come back off holiday, or whatever you want to call it in America.
spring break.
They had to wait for all those people to come back, right? So that they could do.
We don't have holidays here. Come on now.
Let's draw straws on who has to deliver this horrible news, and then, as always, they just set DMG up for failure.
Yeah,
and he said, "Here, let's put you out to be the face of this, because no one will be upset by that. That'll be fine."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Again, I mean, like, I echo what you said. Like, I'm happy to have some information, but it's just it really does just feel like, is the breakdown in communication? Is the breakdown in decision making? Is the breakdown in all of truly all of your focus is on Marathon, and Destiny is not to say an afterthought at this point, but at this point in Marathon's life, a little bit of an afterthought. Yeah, it's important, but Marathon's launch really, really needs to go well. They need to have a successful game with this. And Destiny players, you guys are there, but I mean, nothing. You're not getting anything, so maybe they figure the closer they tell us, the longer they can wait to tell us, the longer the backlash, longer they have before the real backlash hits, and the new round of videos saying this game is over get published. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was Paul Tassie's headline was something like, every single sentence of the Bungie announcement is concerning. Something like that. It's just like, it's like, at least it's news, but man, it's, not looking good. But but like you said, we've had delays before, and it's always been worth the delay. It's just,
I'm just glad that Sony, as the parent company, went along with it and said, let's delay and let's get Marathon out of the way and sort that out. And a considerable amount of time after Marathon's been released, we will then look at kind of refocusing back on Destiny. Because let's face it, as we spoke before, with Pete Parsons going, the CEO position is kind of non-existent now. It's with him gone, it's like Sony are now in control, and they have somebody in-house that runs things, but not at the same kind of level that it was before. So there's a lot more control that Sony have in the studio, or a lot more say going on, like the positions, not that I personally know anybody from Bungie, but just the positions in the studio and who's does what now. It's like, okay. So it's not fully Sony taking over, but Sony have a lot more say in what goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it's like, I mean, we don't know anything about anything, because we're not getting any information from anyone. Yeah, I mean, we're sitting here speculating like everybody else is. I'm having the visions of the conversations in my head of going, you're going to launch Marathon, that's going to be your entire focus. Whether that's coming from Sony, Sony or Bungie, I mean, it's in both of their best interests to make this happen. So where the information or pressure is coming from almost doesn't matter. That's where we are. And us as Destiny players get to give Noble time to catch up and get some gear and enjoy swinging his lightsaber around for another 3 additional months.
Yeah. Well, I mean, going off of the rotations, what they were saying in this kind of in the tweet and in the TWAB. So we've got Guardian Games that's coming back in March. So that should begin week of the 3rd of March. So 2 weeks time. And then that should run, and it looks like it does run for 3 weeks in the Eververse calendar, as they went back to the 3-week cadence. And then we'll have a couple of weeks at the end of March running into April, and we should, they said it, have some Iron Banner. Knowing my luck, it's going to be the first week of April where I know I'm on holiday, and that's going to be hard for me to play Iron Banner while I'm on holiday with the family, like away from the Xbox holiday kind of thing.
Yep,
I just know it's coming. I know when they said April, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they're absolutely waiting just to make sure you're not going to be here first before they release it. And if you change your holiday, they're absolutely going to change the release date of it to coincide perfectly with it.
They would.
Are you happy to see any mention of Iron Banner? Just an acknowledgement of Iron Banner? Because I mean, I think we all assumed it wasn't dead or anything, but it has been a very, very long time since we got one.
Yeah, I mean, I like we've said, don't understand why it's been taken away again, unless they were fixing or trying to do something with it again. But that just would be handy to know ahead of time. Say, oh, we've taken Iron Banner back out of rotation because we think that we might need to tweak some things here and there. That's fine, because then that explains the reason why we haven't had any Renegades in those weeks where there's just been nothing to do, where they're kind of coming up with like the speed run thing through the dungeon, or go and do this in the dungeon with glaive swords and thingies, and we'll tie it in with what's going on over here. It's like, I get those little mini things, but it would just be nice to see ahead of time, say, oh, by the way, we're going to be doing something over here, which is why you won't be seeing it as often. I suppose it's the same for you and Gambit. It's like just a little bit of update every now and then, just say, we are continuing to work on it. Don't worry, it is still in somebody's in trade to deal with, kind of thing. But yeah, I like the idea of a more cadence for Iron Banner starting in April. So April, May, maybe we'll end up with like 2 or 3, because they have done that like in the last couple of years, didn't they? They suddenly went, we're going to have an Iron Banner this week, and then we're going to wait 2 weeks, and we'll have another Iron Banner, and then we're going to wait another 2 weeks and have another Iron Banner. It's like, where have all these Iron Banners been hiding? But yeah.
The person who knew how to make Iron Banner go live was out on vacation, so now they've come back from vacation and maternity leave or something. Now they can press the Iron Banner button again. Like, it is almost just like
somebody lost the password for Iron Banner.
Right? Yeah, like it is almost just like, oh, we forgot how to take this live, or there's some lingering piece of like work they have to do to make Iron Banner available again or something. Oh, we accidentally took it out of the portal because we were doing something else with it. Now it's not in the portal anymore, so now I have to add it back in, and we just haven't finished, the last, dotting the last I or crossing the last T or something. It's again, like, I don't think, they don't know it's like a full explanation. I'm not, demanding, the CEO of Bungie come to my house and tell me what's going on, but it's just so weird to have these things just disappear. Things that, seem to be working. They didn't say, oh, hey, we're gonna take it away. We're gonna do some work. We're gonna improve this, that, or the other. We're gonna come back. No, it's just, we just haven't had one. And PvP is already a graveyard. Do we need to give PvP anything less to play?
You say that, but Noble was living his best life in PvP today, weren't you, Noble? He was playing comp and he was enjoying himself.
I was loving it. Absolutely loving it. I actually genuinely had a fantastic time in it.
Because you were playing competitive. You want to be the competitive guy that we all know you can be. You've got your placements. It's putting you right where you belong. And yeah, I mean,
came out of some of those games with like 5.0 KDs and stuff like that, and I felt like an absolute god playing it. And I was like, why am I doing this? I am not. No.
Yeah, you are. See,
because people like us are the only ones left in PvP at this point. It's 2 or 3 streamers to make content, and us, and that's really it. Everyone else has moved on.
Well, that was one thing. I mean,
felt that way.
I was saying to Peroty earlier, you and me were playing, and with Donnie, we were playing the Vanguard Alerts, the Grandmaster Vanguard Alerts, and playing it with you guys. I mean, you guys are experienced players, but I was thinking, like, going through it. It's very hard. It's a little bit harder than the old GMs used to be. I'll give them that. And there is that challenge there. And I think for experienced players, it's a really good challenge. But for new players, I think it's beyond the realms of like a fun time or accessible, whereas the GMs beforehand seem to be, I mean, maybe I'm seeing it through rose-tinted glasses, that they seem to be more forgiving. I mean, there were some that were really hard, but you could take like your friend through it. It's like carrying them through a raid where you could carry them through the raid, whereas these Vanguard alerts, they are there to challenge you, and it is a good thing for like a ready-made fire team to play. But I don't think there's not any kind of stepping stones that I could see anyway. I mean, I could be completely wrong, to get to that point for new players coming in.
Stepping stones in terms of like working your way up to a GM, or like in terms of like stepping stones in terms of which?
Yeah, I mean, apart from learning the way that the kind of where you can set your own modifiers for the portal activities, whereas this is kind of set at this, and this, and then it just throws champion upon champion upon champion at you.
Yeah.
I don't feel that there's anything kind of in between. Like when you used to do a Nightfall, I'm sure that, I mean, the Nightfalls did have some modifiers on there, and they had champions in there, or they started to introduce the Banes at the before they were kind of phased out. Or I say they're phased out, but they are still kind of there, but not there. They're in the world map. You can still kind of go and do a Nightfall. It's not the same as it that I remember it anyway.
Yeah, just adding to the complexity of what's where. But yeah. There used to be a very like strike, Nightfall, Grandmaster progression of here's sort of the difficulty of things and how you work your way up to them. Yeah. And now it's just the portal has just sort of flattened everything. It's like here's a bunch of different menus, but there's no clear hierarchy of what do these words mean and what order should I play them in. They're just sort of all available there to you, with names like Master or Grandmaster or Ultimate, and it's like I don't know, and that those words don't mean anything to me. I can't look at those and go, oh, here's the progression I should play this in to expect what difficulty I can out of them.
Yeah, exactly. When they changed all the different verbs or the names of the different Nightfalls, where they gave them expert, master, grandmaster kind of thing, you could only play up to master level for a certain part of the season. So you would be able to go in and you'd be able to go and get the Nightfall weapons for that Nightfall. And then when they unlocked the grandmasters, by that point, people would have played them and got used to them. You could have played them at expert level, got used to kind of where the enemies were, where the champions were, and things like that. Teams would be able to kind of work their way into getting up to Grandmaster level. Whereas in the portal, it's Grandmaster or nothing. There's no kind of selection for it. It's just like, you can either do it and get that, because Noble wanted the Horus Least. You can either get that, or you can fail at it and just get nothing. And I know in the old Grandmasters and the Masters Nightfalls, if you failed, you got nothing. But there was kind of practice stepping stones. Well, not practice, but you know what I mean. You could play through at lower difficulties of the Nightfalls, and
there was an outline.
Yeah, you would still be able to get the weapon at the end, but maybe not
an adept one.
Yeah, an adept one. Yeah, you'd want to go back for the Grandmaster to get the adept version. That's what I was trying to think. What did we have back then? But yeah,
right. What were those words that we used to call that thing?
The really stupid and obscure thing is like the Grandmaster that sits at the top that was rewarding the Horus Least that I wanted to do. It's a Grandmaster, but if I go to the ones below it, the match-made ones, I'm still playing at Grandmaster level. But the difference between the match-made strikes and that Grandmaster one on the top is mind-blowing. But they're meant to be the same level of difficulty. They're really not.
No, they are not. And I've only done I've only done a little bit of the Grandmaster, stuff. Even the Pinnacle stuff I haven't been on with people to do, and it really is just.
Yeah, you do really need people that either know what they're doing, or really good communication of people that you don't know, but you've kind of fire teamed up with through kind of either outside LFG or in-game LFG to get those things done, because they are hard. And I'm not taking it away from Bungie; they're meant to be hard. but there doesn't seem to be that kind of helping progression like there used to be for those kind of things. And I understand why there isn't, but I think that maybe there are some players that want to get into those things, but then they look at it and I mean, if you're not prepared, you could just, I mean, I've got my build with like my strongholds and my strand, and even I was still dying in certain areas leading up to the boss room. And it's like, if you're not prepared for it, it is going to knock you on your ass, and that's it. It's just, and I like that. But there might be some people out there that are new that won't like that or be able to get into that straight away. And I think that's quite hard, you know, especially as the portal is the thing that is being sold to people to play.
I really enjoyed the difficulty level of it, but what I don't agree with is the fact that if that's the only place I can get a horror's least from, that's really frustrating.
And until Zavala brings it next week and goes, ta-da!
Yeah, I mean, if Zavala brings it next week and says ta-da, I'll be very happy. But if that's the only place I can get a horror's least from, then that's really, really frustrating. Because, I mean, yeah, I've been out of the game for a little while, and I don't know if it comes from anywhere else. And I've asked, you know, I asked in the Discord and things like that. Obviously, there was something yourself that actually answered me deep and said, yeah, that's the place you can get it from.
As far as I'm aware, it is the only place that you can kind of get those weapons from. But I think there is a small chance of it dropping in the playlist part of it, where you, like you were saying, in the match-made one. But you're guaranteed if you play in that one.
But I mean, I've played a lot of those recently, and I haven't seen one. Because I've been playing that, you know, just because it's easier to play those match-made ones when I'm just sort of sat here at...
When it's just you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently at like 4-7 something. And, you know, like it's the easiest way, as it stands at the moment, for me to level up. It's just sit and do those mind-lovingly boring. But, like, now at the level I'm at, that's where I'm seeing that the Grandmaster Strike that I'm currently sat doing, match-made, so much different from the one that we were doing earlier on. And I don't understand why. Why is it so different? Why is one absolutely like pinning me down and pummeling my face into the floor, and the other one was just, it was a bit fun. The other one felt like, you know, the match made one. It feels like old Destiny. It's a bit of fun, you know what I mean? It's not supremely easy, but it's not supremely difficult either, if you know what I mean. It's just got that happy level of it's a little bit of a challenge, you know, like if you push your luck too much, it can still slap you about and remind you that this isn't meant to be a cakewalk.
Yeah. I mean, there used to be people queuing up to play the old GMs, didn't they?
Yeah.
The old Grandmaster Nightfalls, people would queue up to play those over and over and over again. And I don't think it's there for this version of the GMs in the Portal playlist, or in the Vanguard Strike, not the Vanguard Strike plays, the Vanguard Alerts playlist.
Yeah. It was challenging, but it was doable, and there wasn't a point where if you ran out of, I mean, just the timer expiring, and then you're losing all your revives that you maybe have worked hard to gain. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm sorry, all those lives you had are gone now. Now just don't die. Get good scrub. Like, it just feels very sudden. And yeah, it just, I almost wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't a discrepancy in the difficulty. You know, like we've seen all the other discrepancies with the portal and the tiers since they came out. And there's just no one, you know, no one's around to sit here and spend the hours and hours and hours digging into this going, now, Bungie, you say the difficulty is this. However, you know, I'm bringing my same exact characters into these two things. In this night, I'm doing this much damage. Against this night, I'm doing this much damage. This champion does this. This champion does that. Like, it really would not surprise me if like, you know, like Noble said, like you are truly going into two completely different set of difficulties, like that are not meant to be that way, but just are because of a bug or because of an oversight, or, you know, who knows at this point. And again, there's not the community that's willing and available and around anymore to sit down and dig through, you know, piles of numbers going, this doesn't seem right. This seems wrong. And if crowdsource it enough to the point to go, it's not just me. Everyone also thinks this doesn't seem quite right.
Yeah. yeah, it really doesn't. You know, like I mean, Donnie was very underpowered, but was getting dragged up to power because obviously Demon was dragging me up power levels. You know what I mean? So obviously he was going to be dragging Donnie up, but it just didn't feel right.
No,
it didn't feel the same.
Yeah,
as the others
did feel a bit weird.
Played earlier that day.
Yeah, it would really be nice to be able to be confident in that what we're seeing in the game is what we're meant to be seeing in the game even now. And I don't think that confidence is really there even now of going, yeah, no, I'm sure they've gotten all the bugs worked out and this is working as they wanted to. And it was like, you know, by and large, maybe, but it's still just like this little like niggling thing in the back of my head going, yeah, but what if it's, you know, what if it's again in yet another system that's conflicting with something else, and it's just not, you know, you're not doing the damage you should. You're taking.
We'll learn about it in about 6 months' time in a TWAB where they go, you know, those Vanguard alerts that you used to play. Well, funny thing is, we found something now that was affecting those. Sorry,
Super Grandmaster.
Yeah, if you completed them, pat on the back for you, because they were ramped up 300 times more than what they were meant to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that bad, but yeah, they were definitely they were worse than they should be.
No, but I'm thinking from the term of them. I mean, like they're working on the new player guides, getting new players into the game, and trying to hold on to some people that have, you know, maybe got the game at Christmas or whenever people have kind of started playing the game. If you're new to it, it's like playing a raid blindfolded sometimes. And
not even you're new to it, you're returning to it.
Yeah,
I'm not even new to it. I'm just sort of returning to it, and it's
it's very
it's still a swift quick.
Yeah. You know, again, someone who's done plenty of dungeons and Grandmasters, and, you know, understands, you know, the difficulty of Destiny more or less, coming to it and going, and he's not sitting at 550 and blah 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 whatever, but you know, and again, and you should be being drug up to power by Night Demon. It should be putting you at power level. You should be, you know, again, all of these should, you know, you should basically be walking in as a level 550 player. If I understand how the leveling, you know, how the level discrepancies are meant to work, it should basically be saying, hey, play this with your friends. We're going to put you where you need to be. But are you taking more damage? Are you not doing as much damage? Are all of those things true? Yes. You know, you're able to come in and play the game, but are you set up for success now that you're in, or are you still going to take way more damage because you're actually that 300, 200, 400, whatever light level you actually are? Is it not really bringing you to 550? So you're just a much squishier character than you should be. And who knows?
Yeah, certainly felt squishy. I was running the same build as Demon, you know what I mean? Running around with the stupid blade and whatnot. Which I'm not being funny. I don't care. He's going to sulk. That thing is stupid. That build is stupid. It shouldn't be allowed in the game. It just shouldn't.
Yeah, no, it's very silly. I mean, and the whole game. I mean, I've noticed again, having played a bunch on the Warlock, and just not, again, I'm too impatient to sit there and just wave the sword around. I want to go be more active. I mean, I'm going into the outpost, you know, into the lost, into those my brain, of course, can't think of the words. Going into those areas and not basically being immortal. The number of enemies they throw at you. I mean, they really said, we're going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at you. I mean, just the number of enemies that, I mean, it really is spec'd into, you know, I mean, they're like, you should be using the Practic Blade and, you know, bouncing this damage back because you are going to get destroyed otherwise. And if you're with people who aren't participating or who aren't doing as well as you are not going to be successful because you are just going to absolutely get punished for not running, you know, the weapon we expect you to run. Which, I mean, yes, you could say this is the Star Wars season. Use the Star Wars weapon. It's a no-brainer. But yeah, it's like if you don't, it really is a punishing experience. It can be at times to just get just the number of enemies you're up against, trying to clear rooms just full of people.
It's mental. Just how much it's throwing at you, and how little damage you're doing as well. That's the big one I noticed. Like, your damage output is so minimal.
Yeah,
and yet the damage you're taking.
You're hitting with everything you've got, which is not much. Going, I should be very powerful. I have all these lovely weapons. They should be doing damage, and yet it seems like I'm just plinking away with my heavy against people.
Yeah,
and that's not how this should. That's not how this should work.
Yeah, I've slayed gods. What gods? Shut up.
Yeah.
You just did 4 damage to that thing. 4 whole damages. Yes, excellent.
Yep. But I did 4 damage twice to it. Look, I'm amazing.
Yeah, man. Everything I was shooting earlier on, even with a heavy, everything I shot earlier on, I felt like I was shooting it with a scout rifle. It's just not fun.
Yeah, just blink, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's no offense to scout rifle users; they're excellent, obviously, but it's just
yeah. I mean, I was kind of looking forward to this season, changing over and things being a little bit different, just so it wasn't quite so heavy into the lightsaber. Which again, fine. Like again, it's a lightsaber thing. Tons of people are enjoying it. Like I understand, I'm probably the outlier going, yeah, it's fun. It's a lovely build. But I'm just, I don't want to stand here and swing a sword around. I want to use all these lovely guns I've collected. And I don't know, I'm a little tired of it.
You're not the only one. I have been refusing to run it for ages, but I've come to the conclusion that with my lack of things to use, that my best option is just put the lightsaber on, suck it up, and shut up.
Yeah. I mean, I finally put the build together. A few weeks ago, just to have it available. Just because I literally didn't even have it built out. Didn't even have a button to press in dem or game to pull it from anything. It's like, I've got loads of them. I know what it is. I just hadn't actually sat down to put it together yet.
Yeah.
And again, like it's a fine build. You can sit there and absolutely just swing your sword around and go, I'm immortal. Haha, come for me. But it's just it doesn't match my play style. Not what I want to be doing. But and I also understand that I'm fighting against the meta of this current moment. So of course it's going to be what it is.
Yeah, I mean it's not what I'd normally do, But like I say, as I come back and I'm wanting to sort of try and do it as fast as I possibly can in a way, I realise that I am going to have to, like I say, shut up and put up and just put the stupid sword on and swing the stupid sword round and kill the people with the stupid build because it's just it's too good not to use it for what I need it for right now.
Oh yeah, I mean it's silly. It's very silly not to. I fully understand this. Fully admit going to this. This is a stupidly broken build. You can become a god by just holding a button. I mean, someone should argue it's a Titan fantasy of instead of press W and punch, it's hold block and walk patiently.
Yeah.
Gently press W and just block.
So that's what we've been doing this week, trying to conquer the Vanguard Alerts Grandmaster, so Noble can get some horrors lists.
I just want an arc pulse rifle that doesn't take, energy ammo. I think that would be a hard thing to come across, but
well, it is with the new tiered system, isn't it? Let's face it, because they haven't replaced everything 1-for-1 at the moment, or even when we got the Edge of Fate and with Renegades, I think it goes back to that whole problem that we had when we went from, I think it might have just been the fixed rolls of the weapons that we used to be able to get, and then they brought in the random rolls. There were things like void machine guns that weren't available unless you had access to the ones that were previous. I vaguely remember things like that. It was like we had to wait a very long time before these things were introduced. I mean, the glaive that we just got with the Arms Week was the first glaive that is in the new tier system. And it's like, well, we've got all these other glaives and other weapons that are in various different slots that all do different, that are available in all these other different flavors, but they're not in the new tiered system, and you want us to use the new tiered system, but you haven't got a 1-for-1 replacement of these things. So it's quite hard.
Yeah, I mean, and really, it's like I have a vault full of stuff that's pre-tier system, but I never really think about using it because I'm sitting here going, well, you're going to give me extra damage for using things in the tier system. Why would I ever not? Like unless I'm going into PvP and that's the damage resistance of the damages are much lower, and it's also PvP. So if I have my favorite weapon, yeah, play with your favorite weapon. But if I'm doing PvE, why would I ever use something outside the tier system? Again, I mean, I feel like a broken record, but it's just like you basically have invalidated most of the weapons in the game and haven't really given us a place or reason to go, get new ones, or in some cases there just isn't one. There isn't a replacement for this, or you're playing Gambit and there's nothing you're getting. Honestly, I've been enjoying playing Gambit this week, partially again because I'm a sucker and just love Gambit, and I am trying to get that exotic level order quest thing done of basically get so many kills with all 3 weapon types. Because the practically blade one, I keep getting impatient and I keep dying, and it says do this without dying, so I gave up on it. So I've just been going to Gambit and running through there because I get a whole bunch of kills, and it's just more fun. And honestly, it only gives me like 2 or 3 drops after I finish a match, so I don't have to sort through 6 weapons. Like all of the like bonus, triple, quadruple drops, like that.
Give me them all.
But yeah, right, yeah. Give them all to Noble. I am not looking for more. I am not looking for more stuff to delete. I already have 1,000 versions of all of these weapons and armor. Like, I do not need more versions just to either figure out where to put or just to delete. Like more drops are not exciting to me at this point.
I don't delete anything just yet because as I pointed out to Noble earlier, DMG tweeted out, I think it was today, but it was picked up by Destiny Bulletin, which is the one that I put in our chat, that they've shared some information on tiered gear for RAD activities, so that's raids and dungeons, coming with the June update. So DMG tweets, our current plan is to upgrade armor across all raids and dungeon content to the tier system. Weapons from dungeons will also be tiered starting in June. As for raids, crafted variants of weapons already exist. But to elevate those while embracing the power of the tiered weapons, they'll be upgrading crafted versions and adept variants with the new perks and a way to enhance columns to match that of tier 5 weapons. So if you've already got adepts from like the raids and dungeons, they're looking at a way to kind of bring them in line with the tiered system, which is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It really would have been nice to know this was coming 3 months ago. And I don't say this to say that I have deleted anything recently that was, but I mean, how many people have gone and deleted things to make room because they're like, if this ever comes, who knows when, because Bungie has said nothing about it. Like, again, just like, and this is the kind of stuff that would be nice to know. It's like, yes, Bungie, we're sure we're going to get the stuff at some point, but it sure would be nice just to have a glimmer of hope of when we might see some of this. So as you're cleaning your vault, you go, okay, hey, this is on the roadmap. They've mentioned this. This is something I should remember is happening and prepare for. I mean, how many people have deleted things going, well, it's gone now.
Let's not talk about that.
Right. Like,
but there are some things like some of the raid
deleted that's like, well, this could have been useful. You're right.
Some of the raid weapons that are red borders that you can recraft again and then hopefully be in this new tiered system. There'll be something that'll be introduced. But yeah, some of those ones that you can't get from, or ones that aren't in the crafted section, like the adept versions whilst doing the harder raids, they're not recraftable, are they? So
yeah, thanks, mate.
Sorry, I did tell you not to delete everything.
Yes, but as Peroty said, it should have been told us 3 months ago, and that'd have been super helpful.
Yeah, but I told you 3 months. I told you many times, do not delete anything.
Do not delete them, because at some point Bungie will bring it back, and you'll never know.
Take after the Night Demon. Do not delete things. Just have stress about trying to fit everything else new into the vault.
Yeah, play every single activity, and then go, great, I got 6 new drops. Where are they going to go? Into and through the postmaster is the reason is the answer to that question.
They go into the vault, and then when the vault goes, I can't fit anything else in, you need to do something about this. And then you look and you've got 12 of the same chess piece. You're like, I really do need to sit down this afternoon and go through this. Because if your vault's now at 988 after 10 minutes worth of play today, it's like, oh my God, I need to sort things out.
Yeah.
I didn't, right? I came back. I thought I'm going to come back. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be good. I'm going to behave. I'm going to get rid of all that old stuff, right? Because I can't use it. I can't use it. Just accept fate. You
can use it. And I've been telling you can use it.
I don't play PvP that much for it to be worthwhile keeping hold of, right? You can't use it. You can't use the avant-garde thing, which you need to start using. So just get rid of it. Just get rid of it, right? Just get rid of it. Just let it go. Just let it go. And I had a little sob and I deleted it all and down like, hey, guess what? You could use it.
Yeah, the things you deleted.
Oh, not yet.
That you shouldn't have because
we've got time to work on getting the things back that you want. Yes.
Now I'm starting to feel like all those people that threatened to hurt community managers. Wait till sooner.
It's not the community manager's fault. It's the direction that the game went in, and now they're backtracking, going, we need to get those people back. So if they've still got the stuff in their vault, maybe they'll be happy about that. And if not, they've got until June to go and reclaim that stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing, Noble. We're going to be reclaiming the stuff for you.
Still going to strangle the life out of it.
Well, before you do that, can I run you through what is happening next week in Destiny?
Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah.
For week 13, I believe it is.
Before we run him over, you can run me through that before we run him over.
Before we get back to the TWAB, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
This is your weekly rundown for Destiny 2 Renegades. Week 13 starting on February 24th. This week we'll see the continuation of the Brexit Time Trial Challenge, where Guardians will have 20 minutes to complete a full, normal difficulty run of the Equilibrium dungeon with the Praxis Blade equipped, and all Guardians who succeed will earn the It Compel emblem. This challenge will end on Tuesday, March 3rd at 9:59am PT. Over in the Portal Crucible Ops this week will be competitive, control, and another Crucible playlist mode, with Trials of Osiris at the weekend. Other unfeatured modes of 3v3 Dominion and 6v6 Momentum Control should be found over on the Crucible Director. In the solo ops we have Skywatch, the Salt Mines, the Conflux, Creation, K1 Logistics, and Caldera, with a new solo ops Typhoon Imperator. In the fighting ops we have one of the rotating reclaim missions, with this week being Cabal's Watch, Heist Battlegrounds Moon, and Defiant Battlegrounds EDZ, with the Sunless Cell Strike. Strikes added in week 2 of Renegades with the Birthplace of the Vile, Exodus Crash, Warden of Nothing, and the Arms Dealer. Also still in the fighting ops are the Battlegrounds Behemoth, Core, Oracle, Foothold, Delve and Conduit, Expedition Nessus, the Strikes of Liminality, Hypernet Current, Insight Terminus, Fallen Saber, the Devil's Lair, Proving Grounds, the Inverted Spire, and the Glassway, Empire Hunts the Warrior, Technocrat and Dark Priestess, and Savathun Spire Offensive. In the arena ops are Season of Plunders, Catch Crash, Season of Loss, Astral Alignment, and Season of the Haunted's Nightmare Containment. In the Pinnacle ops we have the 3 dungeon layers, Pit of Heresy Beneath the Necropolis, Duality Nightmare of Goron, and Warlord's Ruin Locus of the Wailing Grief, with Onslaught Midtown, Episode Revenant's Contest of Elders, and the Coil. New to the Pinnacle ops we have the exotic mission Vox Obscura, with the Dead Messenger exotic Waveframe Grenade Launcher as the main reward, and Episode Heresy's Dear Allies mission, for the Baradide exotic submachine gun. Returning exotic missions include Heliostat, with Wolfsbane exotic axe as the main reward, Presage, with the Dead Man's Tale exotic scout rifle being the main reward, Node Override Avalon, with the Excalibur exotic glaive being the main reward, Starcrossed, with the Witchkeeper exotic bow being the main reward, the Whisper, with the Whisper of the Worm exotic sniper being the main reward, Kel's Fall, with the Slayer's Fang exotic shotgun being the main reward, and Encore, with the Choir of One auto rifle being the main reward. Also in the portal is the new Vanguard Alerts tab, found in the Seasonal Hub, which consists of weekly challenges in Vanguard, Arena, Crucible, and Grandmaster Alerts. Over on the Lord's Frontier, the contested territory will start this week's rotation with Europa, and the Fire and Ice exotic mission will be Solar Threat. On Kepler, featured mission 1 this week will be Quarantine, and featured mission 2 will be Message. For our Legacy rotation, the Dreaming City this week is at a strong curse level, which means Petrovenge can be found in Ria Silvia, and has the Dark Monastery mission for the next week. The Blind World features Taken Enemies and the Plague Oinamina. The Ascendant Challenge will be Ouroboros over in the Philians Rest Lost sector. On the Moon, the weekly story mission is in the Deep. The Trove Guardian and the Wandering Nightmare, Jax, Claws of Zevra Wrath, are both located in the Hellmouth. Nightmare hunts Crota, Despair, Fogoth, Fear, and Ghoul, Rage. The Altars of Sorrow will start this week's rotation with the Nightmare of Fogoth and the Blasphemer Shotgun. On Europa this week, Praxis the Technocrat will be the Empire Hunt, Cadmus Ridge will be the Eclipse Zone, and the Exo Challenge will be Safeguard. Days of Eternity expert difficulty rounds are Hive, Fallen, and Valister Arc. The Scatterhorn armor set and the Wild Hunt armor set will be available in Days of Eternity with Weapon Set 1. Arsenic Bite 4B, Blasper 2, Corsair's Wrath, Deafening Whisper, Dire Promise, Enigma's Draw, Escape Velocity, Giant 7 Rifle, Friction Fire, Royal Chase, True Prophecy, and Timeline's Vertex. The Witch Queen Weekly Story mission is The Ritual, Altar of Reflections Catalyst, and Altar of Reflections Pact. The Wellspring activity will start the week on Defense, with Avoid Sniper, Father Sin, and Zurich Scorn Raider as the boss. The Lightfall Weekly mission is Downfall, the Partition mission will be Hard Reset, and the Vex Incursion will be Liming Harbour. In the Pale Heart is the Exotic Class Item mission Dual Destiny, and the 12 Guardian Match-Made Excision mission, with a Grandmaster version guaranteeing you the Ergosum Catalyst and an Ascendant Shard. The Lost Sector rotation for this week will start with Vel's Labyrinth on the Cosmodrome, Chamber of Starlight on the Dreaming City, Scavenger's Den on the EDZ, Perdition on Europa, K1 Revelations on the Moon, Gilded Precept on Neptune, The Conflux on Nessus, Extraction on the Throne World, and The Forgotten Deep in the Pale Heart. All legacy raids and challenges are now available all the time, and at present there are also no featured raids or dungeons each week, but you can find past raids and dungeons for their respective exotic weapons, with no weekly lockouts. Over on Kepler we have the Desert Perpetual Raid, and Desert Perpetual Epic Raid, with both versions dropping tier +3 loot, with the chance for the exotic rocket launcher Whirling Ovation to drop. Over on Venus, the new dungeon Equilibrium has the chance for the exotic combat bow Heirloom and the Dark Matter Crystal for the Praxis Blade to drop. The exotic mission rotator will be Encore, over in the Legends tab, with the Choir of One exotic auto rifle being the main reward, and the Episode Echoes weapon set. The exotic missions, the Whisper and Zero Hour, will also be available in the Legends tab. And that's it for the 13th week of Renegades.
Yeah, and that's what's coming. And now you know. And it's the year of the horse.
Did you celebrate the year of the horse by picking up your free Eververse bundle of Bright Dust this week?
I did now that I saw it existed, and I got on a bit earlier, and I saw that I can get 880 Bright Dust just for showing up, just for going into Eververse.
Just for showing up. Yep.
And also, in all those taken shaders and taken armor pieces are in the store for Bright Dust. Each week as they go by, which if you've been watching 19 Minutes videos about what comes every week for Bright Dust, you would know.
This is the last week with the chest piece and the class item all done, dusted. I've got them for all 3 classes. So now I can put the Taken shader on the Boba Fett helmet, or on the Bo-Katan helmet, or on the Mandalorian helmet, and he can now be taken.
Or you could not be weird.
Could not be weird, but
you could not dress up like a Star Wars character.
You give me a lightsaber and tell me not to dress up as a Star Wars character. I'm still waiting to get that red crystal to put in so that I can put my Darth Vader back on. Because if I can't wear Darth Vader if I don't have the red crystal, it doesn't make sense.
Nope,
it also doesn't make sense that I'm wielding a yellow one with Din Djarin. So I need to get the black one from. Anyway.
Honestly, those were all words, and I'm really happy for you with all of them, or I'm really upset for you with all of them. Right?
Well,
whichever
the thing
one it is, I'm with you. Power to you, mate.
Next week, I know guaranteed you're going to get the black crystal, and you can be proper Din Djarin with the dark saber. Yeah. I know you're going to be.
I can't wait.
Because we are going to try and do this speed run that is only going to be up for another week of the dungeon. We've got it in our diaries. We're going to go for it. Whether we do it, we'll have an update for you, I'm guessing, next weekend.
Oh, is that what we're doing on Tuesday?
No, we're going to try and get your Horus Least on Tuesday, and then we can try afterwards if we've got enough time.
What day is it that we're getting Peroty to throw a sickie at work?
Whatever day, maybe one of these days. But yeah. The
early one day
Praxic time trial challenge is still going on for the Equilibrium dungeon, so you've got to get through it in under 20 minutes with all 3 members, or just if you want to do it solo or duo with your Praxis lightsaber. Just you get an emblem and you get respect, and that's about it. But there you go.
Yep. Yeah, you'll have it done. And Bungie asks how it's going, and the answer is it's not going yet, but maybe it'll go.
It might go.
Yeah. And they also have a whole lot of Tharsis thread picks. So
they do.
Lots and lots of people.
And videos. There are videos in there.
Yeah. There are videos. There are outfits. There's artwork, screenshots, lots of people looking very fashionable in all different places. Good usage of masks in some of them. And that's most of the TWAB.
No. They've got more new player guide stuff.
Right.
So this week, they're
Yeah,
focusing on impactful materials and currencies for their new light friends. So,
but don't worry, because give it another month and they'll get rid of the currency and they'll replace it with four others.
Don't worry people about things like that. We do have a clear out every couple of months and go, well, those currencies don't matter. But if you look in game at your character, there is one that does go over currencies in game. So, hey ho, there's a new player guide.
They will, to be fair, tell you all about the Osirian cipher and the Pinnacle Ops cipher that are rewarded by Saint 14 and Zavala respectively while playing Trials and Pinnacle Ops. And then they say they don't currently have a use, but we are working on giving them one very soon.
Yes, so and the Nightfall ciphers, they said they were going to come back at some point.
Yeah, even telling about the useless currencies that you can get these, you can do literally nothing with them, but maybe one day you will. Maybe.
I've still got currencies that are just, they're just sat there.
Yeah, that's
I know Demon's got them as well. I went through my weapon and I deleted all my old weapons, including the nice, shiny, adept crafted ones. Thank you, Demon. Right, and I deleted all those because I was like, I need to move on. I need to stop it. But have I still got 2,194 Glacial Star War in my vault?
You absolutely do.
Yes, I do.
Of course he does.
Of course you do.
Do I still have Phantasmal Cores? Of course I do. Do I still have a toothbrush? Of course I do.
Yeah, those are very important.
Do I still have scout reports?
Yes. Yeah, a bit like a player support report. That's very important to know each and every week.
Now let's see if there's anything here. I mean, it does seem lengthier than it was, but the first one is basically still all about your Light and Dark Saga Dungeon Key Pack. You either bought it and you got it, or you bought it and you didn't get it. You either gone to the page and filed the form, or you haven't. Your Wolfsbane light attacks are displaying the visual effects of Void instead of Solar. So it's still doing solar damage, it just wants to be purple. Sorry, that's just the way it goes. Shooting a kinetic bow through the Hierarchy of Needs guidance ring can cause enemies to not disintegrate properly. And improper disintegrations, you don't want to mess with those. They're not fun. Lumina's Blessing of the Sky buff overrides the Radiant buff for hunters using Golden Gun, causing Golden Gun not to receive bonus damage. Because you've done enough damage, you don't need bonuses. Some users may run into crashes upon starting up when the modern Mida Multi-Tool ornament is applied. Flipping through the pages in the expansion tab can cause a visual issue where some tabs display silver prices over slots that hold for items that cannot be bought for silver. So if you're going through the expansions tab, it'll say, hey, buy this for silver, but you can't buy it for silver. So I'm guessing it's for Bright Dust, or just not available at all. Who knows? They've identified an issue where the Renegade campaign activities and Lawless Frontier jobs default to normal difficulty. Players can select the difficulty to expert when launching into these activities if they like to earn greater rewards. However, you can complete the jobs on either difficulty and it will not impact your legendary campaign completion triumphs. The advanced difficulty portal activities cannot be launched with Avant-Garde modifier active. So see, Noble, you can't even use Avant-Garde, so don't even worry about it right now. It's not even a thing in the game right now. The description of the Weaver's Call aspect does not mention that its threadlings generate ability energy. They do, but it doesn't tell you about it. When some exotic armors are equipped, it is not increasing the new gear armor damage resistance stat when previewing the artifact. This is a display-only issue. The exotics are indeed adding to the damage resistance, but just not increasing the counter. The description of the Vanguard Alert Challenges weekly objective incorrectly references general activity challenges in its description. This objective can be progressed with the Vanguard Alert, Activity Challenges, or Grandmaster Vanguard Alerts. Players experiencing issues meditating at Ikora to unlock additional subclass options should check if they've already acquired the exotic subclass quests and try abandoning those. You pick them up, now just put them down and try again, see if it works. And finally, we are aware of an issue where those who have purchased the Powder Blue Porcelain Pack in the Eververse receive the Delicate Shell from the event track instead of the intended Painted Elytra Shell. Players who purchase this pack will receive a missing item after the dawning ends. The exact date is TBD. Players who have inadvertently purchased it twice will be refunded, I assume at the same TBD date. And those are the issues that they want you to know about. So now you know about them. And then we have just a little more art and another video because we have to have at least one every week. And yeah, we're getting tier 5 exotic things and Pantheon 2.0 some point after June. And now you know what's in the TWAB, and now we've told you. We've done our job. You've listened. You've done your job. Congratulations. Now leave a comment and tell us how wonderful we are and go review the show and say, these guys are still talking Destiny and we appreciate their pure dedication to the craft.
Or just tell me how amazing I am, because that's always better.
Yeah, either one. Or go and play Noble's ego. I'm not, whatever you want to do, that's fine.
Yeah. My ego. Do it.
So I would ask if there was any other news this week, but I know there isn't.
No.
So what else do you have for us, Demon?
Well, they do say at the end of the TWAB, where they were going over what to expect, they said in the coming weeks, we expect to launch some more community challenges that they're putting together until Guardian Games arrives in the second half of March. But the calendar for Eververse has got it for the 3rd of March, which is the beginning of March, for 3 weeks. So I'm not sure who's lying here, whether it's somebody in the TWAB doesn't know when they're starting Guardian Games, or they're going to start Guardian Games at the end of March, and the stuff that's in the data mined Eververse stuff is kind of out of sync. So there could be some more of these community events before Guardian Games, or they've got it wrong and Guardian Games comes first, and then we've got some more community stuff. But hey ho.
Yeah, could be both. Who knows?
But I do have some videos before we go.
Ooh. Is it all people moaning about Destiny?
No.
Is it?
I've gone. I have watched those ones, but I get so fed up with them. I'm like, just give me some good Destiny stuff. So, Lego LaFlash this week has got the M17 Fast Talker SMG God Roll, and that's 15 minutes and 57 seconds for you to check out. We also have Esoteric giving you his Solo Flawless Equilibrium Time Trial Challenge. And 19 minutes and 49 seconds. So 11 seconds he nearly failed.
Right under the wire.
He's got that.
Noble. There's your build.
And I thought if people are new to the dungeon and they're going to try and do the 20-minute thing, they need a guide. So I've gone back and found Fallout's guide on the Equilibrium dungeon to get you refreshed, so that if you want to go through it, at least go through it once with your team, get a time going, and then see if you can improve on that and do better. So I'll put those 3 in the show notes. And Noble, you've already been thanked at the top of the show, so we're not thanking you here. We're just going to say,
when did I get thanked at the top of the show?
When you left us, we decided to switch it up this week and thank Bacon Cheeseburger and you and everyone else at the top of the show because we were sneaky this week.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
So it's over to Peroty because he's going to thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Your Warlock Noble is here. Your Titans are here. We're all here. You can email the show, 2titansandahunter@hotmail.com. At this point, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, leaving comments and having a good time, I don't know what you're doing. We have new episodes. We have new updates, 801, what's going on this week, what Eververse has for you, what the new taken thing is to buy this week. It's all right there. Just go there, look, enjoy, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us what you had for breakfast. Tell us how cool you think Noble is. Just leave us comments. We appreciate the interaction. It's good to know you're out there watching. You can find this show and all the notes, 2titansandahunter.com. Go there. Every show we have, every show note we have, all the links, all the videos, all the things we talk about. You can go to patreon.com/TTH and said, we appreciate what you guys do. Here's some money to keep doing it. We appreciate you being here each and every week. If you want a more casual encounter, coffee.com/2titansandahunter. And you can leave this nice British man who makes all these lovely videos and edits this show to make us sound like competent speaking human beings. And say, we appreciate all your hard work. And And I keep telling you to go to twitch.tv/2titansandahunter because there was a stream. And there will be a stream again. When? I can't tell you. You have to go there and hit the button. And then you'll know. And then you'll be pleased. And until next week, tell the people goodbye. And we'll bring you whatever we have then.
Yeah. Toodaloo.
Goodbye, people. Have a lovely time.
Two Titans and a Hunter, a Destiny 2 podcast.
Oh, you got it right this week. You're being nice to people, are you?
Yeah, I told you've got to keep it fresh. You've got to mix it up, keep them on the toes.
No, you said you've got to be nasty to people.
Yeah, you could treat them meat to keep
say-
them keen, right? But you don't have to do it every week.
Yeah,
Lure them in a little bit, haven't you?
nasty.
Throw them a curveball, eh? Throw them a curveball.
Yeah, you can lure them in a bit, haven't you? Then slap them back down again, then lure them back in, and it's all part of the game. Tell you've been with your wife for way too long, Demon. You got no idea.
No,
No
tell you
game,
what, I
mate,
think you've
no
been on
game.
this show way too long. You're getting a little bit, above your station.
A little bit uppity. You're just gonna slap you back down. You're this entire show. You're just gonna be a chipmunk. It's gonna be a pure chipmunk this week.
Or he's going to be a chipmunk at the end of the show, like this bit now.
Yeah, maybe.